Hey you guys, okay, so today we're talking all about products that I really love, some new things. I'm gonna be giving you guys an update on some hair stuff that I've been using and just everything pretty much that's beauty related that I've been loving. I just have so many things that I wanna share with you guys, and you know, like I said, it's been very busy. I know that we've got a lot of things coming up, so I kind of told you guys that, you know, there may be some weeks where we just have a Friday video, which, you know, I usually always do my Friday videos. Always there's gonna be a video, there's gonna be at least one video a week, right? But I usually do two. But try my best. And let me tell you, I have addressed this a little bit in some videos past, but you know, unless if it was like at the end or something and you may have missed it, if you ever see that like there's not a video up on Monday or Tuesday, it's not because, or that, you know, you think, oh, she's going to like one video a week. It is not because I'm like, oh, YouTube, like, I'm so like if anything, I have so many things, so many video topics, so many things that I want to share with you guys, and it's never because I don't want to, it's just because, like, you know, life, you know what I mean? Life happens and I can't always, you know, find the time sometimes to do that. So I always really love to be here. I feel weirdly excited, the same as I did when I started. It's just weird. Like, I never really had a point of like burning out or, oh, what am I gonna post about? If anything, I feel like sometimes I hold back a little, and I do have so much to share. I don't think I'll ever run out of stuff to say. That's a given. But I do think it's important to like I said, you know, separate a little bit in your life, but at the same time share and do it in a good way. And I felt like I've always had a good balance doing that. And because of that, I don't think I've ever gotten down about this. I've never like burned out or anything. So I don't know. I had that feeling when I was getting ready today. I was so excited to film, and I'm like, you know, that's pretty good. Like, working on my 12th year here, I think that's a good feel. Do you know what I mean? So let's get into this, you guys. First of all, I was gonna put my hair up, and I want to show you guys how long my hair's gotten. Not that it matters, but that's the reason I didn't do my hair, honestly, is just because one of the products that I'm gonna show you is something that I put my hair up with that I really love. So I was just gonna show me putting my hair up with it. But I do feel like I've used a lot of things lately that have kept it nice. A long time ago when I first discovered these, I used the R&Co Bel Air. Still to this day, one of my favorite shampoos. And when I had extensions and stuff, I used it on those. And I think I'm gonna repurchase that again, because I think out of all the R&Co shampoos, actually, I don't know, maybe this one. I think actually this one is my favorite, but I really do like the smoothing, the Bel Air. I've used the color treated one, I've used the purple one. Part of the reason I feel like my hair has grown, you know, and stayed healthy, I feel like it's looking good. Like I said, I didn't style it or do much to it today, honestly, but I like to use things that are very moisturizing. I have very fine hair, but I still use, honestly, really heavy moisturizing things, because especially with my hair that's been bleached and stuff, or color treated, I just want to take care of it. And I love this, and I'm almost out of the shampoo, so I think I'm gonna repurchase it, but the Atlantis moisturizing shampoo and conditioner, especially, we've been swimming too, like every day. And what I've been doing before I get in the pool is I'll put like a styling cream, or I'll put something in it, because I know I'm gonna wash it later, but I feel like it kind of like protects it a little more. This is really good. I'm gonna get a full size of this. I really do like it. The R&Co Waterfall Moisture and Shine Lotion. So I love the Atlantis. I feel like it's been really good. So I'm kind of a ponytail person. I definitely am a ponytail person. You guys have seen, like, I wear my hair in a ponytail most of the time. Most of the time I use those little ribbony hair ties, which I absolutely love. But I saw these at the store the other day. I love them so much that this is a fresh pack. I bought another one. But they're by that Scrunchie brand. Scrunchie? And they are little mini scrunchies. So if you don't want to commit to like, whoa, she's wearing a scrunchie, but you want to be low-key wearing a scrunchie, as we all do. This is good because when it's in your hair, it doesn't look like a big puffy scrunchie, but it holds so well. And it really does prevent damage, and it really, you know, it doesn't snag your hair or anything, but it holds really tight. It holds a little tighter than those ribbony elastics, which I like because my hair is really slippery. So when I put my hair in a ponytail, this is what I do. I mean, it's like, listen, I'm not like a real, I mean, I do like it sleek, but I don't like to just brush it down to my head. Do you know what I mean? Because I need a little something. So I do it like this and kind of just pull it down in the part, and I put it in a low ponytail, and I just put it, and I just don't pull it through all the way. Do you know what I mean? Just make like a little mom bun. It's not perfect, who cares? And that kind of makes it look a little better anyways, a little more like random. I don't know. So this is what I do. And that's kind of just like my look most days. So super easy peasy, but these are really, really good. Speaking of my look most days, I'm wearing my Vogue L&M t-shirt, which love this t-shirt. It's the version of my beloved Vogue sweatshirt. I feel like every year I get a new one of those from her because she updates it a little bit. I've worn the heck. I have one of them that's probably like, I don't even know. It's like maybe 2 years old, I don't even know how long ago. It's probably like one of the first, I think the first sweatshirt I ever got from her. And it's Vogue written in white, and wore the heck out of it, but it's just so soft and cuddly. It's like my favorite shirt that I just wear around the house. But then I also have one that's black. I have one that's stripes. She has a lot of cool things with her Vogue stuff. I feel like this is kind of like very classic for her. It's like her, you know, if you get an L&M anything, grab one of these. But Brad and I were just talking the other day, and we were like talking about football, and oh my gosh, you know, football's almost here, and blah, 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 and fall. And honestly, I'm just excited about fall because I can like start living in my sweatshirts again. It's my fave. It's like, it's the easiest time of year, easiest, peasiest. We went to Bath & Body Works because I was like, let me grab a leaves candle. Ended up getting a few other things. And, okay, that where is it on this side? The rose quartz, what am I trying to say? Body wash and bubble bath that they have. Like, when I went there, they were like, we don't sell that scent anymore, but here, this one's very similar. And it's called Kaleidoscope. And so I have a bubble bath of this. You know, and I thought, how is this similar? And like I said, I kind of give Bath & Body Works a hard time. You know, all these new scents, when I did that Bath & Body Works video a while back where I bought all the classic scents, I am down for one called Country Apple, Raspberry, you know, freeze. It's just things that are cucumber. They're named what they are, but then Bath & Body Works over the years has all of these like, you know, Lovely Day and, you know, this and that, Kaleidoscope, rose quartz, well, rose, but it's like not very specific scents. And a lot of those things to me smell a little much, or they're a little cheap smelling, or they smell a little just like, blah, like what are these scents that have been mixed together? Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just too much sometimes. But I really like this one. Now listen, I wish it wasn't purple. I kind of like this whole, you know, it's kind of pretty. It's like holographic, I get it. But I don't know, it'd kind of be pretty if it was just a little like, you know, not so in your face. Like I wish it were clear or something. Who cares, whatever. But I gotta tell you guys, this is some good stuff. Now, it is weird. It's almost like a Byredo scent, but it has a really strong hint of, let me get this one. Has a really strong hint of whatever the goodness is in the replica lipstick on, which is my favorite replica scent ever. We went into Sephora, you know, we were just browsing through, and they had all these replica scents, but a lot of times places that sell replica don't have this one. I mean, if you go to a department store somewhere that has like all of them, of course they have this one. But I'm just shocked because this is the best one. I think they have it online, but they didn't have it in store at Sephora. I just thought that was weird. To me, this is the best one. I really love it. But it has sort of that creamy, like Dr. Pepper chapsticky smell. I know that's very strange, but I'm just telling you. But what I really like is that it has a hint of like sweet, like a little floral. It is just so odd, and it's so light. I know you're like, Tiffany, disgusting. You're gonna be disgusting. No, girl, it's like, it's real. Spray it everywhere. It's really soft. Smells really, really good and clean, but has an expensive, weird smell to it. Now, is this gonna look as cute sitting next to my tub as like my pretty, like, you know, rose quartz one? No, but I really like it. So, love that. Just wish it wasn't purple. Purple's not my fave, whatever. It says, designed with you in mind to amplify your one-of-a-kind personality and magnify your iridescent vibe. I really always want to magnify my iridescent vibe. So this is a good thing. But the keynotes, iris, cedarwood, clean musk, and pink pepper. Okay, cedarwood, I think, is what draws me to a lot of scents, because I know for a fact that cedar, hints of cedar wood, cedar, whatever, yeah, cedarwood is in my Gucci 2 and in the Gucci 2 for Men, which is my all-time favorite scent. So, you know what? It's kind of like Gucci 2 mixed with lipstick on. Okay, I'm into it. I really, really like it. So, check out Kaleidoscope. A lot of you guys have asked about my makeup lately. I've been doing this every single day. It's so, so simple. the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Marie Antoinette. Pick this up and you just take a little brush, put it all over your lids, and then sweep it down to the under part of your eye. And what I like to do, you don't even need to add anything else to it, okay? Like, you're done, that's your eyeshadow. You know, no dragging around, no blending, no craziness. But it's like the effect of all that craziness. So next, I've been using this. It's the Benefit Bad Gal Bang, the 24-hour eye pencil, and it also comes in brown. But I've been digging the black. I just put it right at my lash line, like, not messy, but I'm just not super careful with it. The end actually has a nice, you know, little smudger that's actually usable, which a lot of these just aren't very good. Or the product itself just doesn't smudge very well. This one does. So I smudge it in. It's really soft and pretty. And then the trick and the key here is to take a liquid liner. My favorite lately has been this one, the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen. And I get the really little dark end, because there's two ends. There's a brownish black end and then there's a black end. Take the little black end and get it right at my lash line. It's just like doot, doot, doot. And then you darken up your line, you put on your mascara, and you're good to go. But then, you know, I'm a sucker and I've got to try all kinds of new things. So I've been using the Laura Mercier Caviar Volume, and that's the one that I used today. And I feel like this one is the most lengthening mascara, but it's very, like, you know, dramatic, volumizing, buildable, but it's not like chunky, clumpy looking. And I used it on my lower. Just makes your lashes look very long and flirty. So I've really been loving that. Something that has been so, I want to say, like, it's just such a game changer, something super, super different. I've been using these face rollers, which I will link to this one. It's like $10. I mean, it's super, it's the same. It's a rose quartz roller. It is what it is, but such a great deal. Y'all, I told y'all, I love to use them at night. You know, I kind of just, it's good for drainage, makes your skin look tighter and whatever, not puffy. But I have really, really been loving it around my eyes lately, which that's used to not be like the main thing that I really loved about it. It would always be like, you know, on my face and stuff, which I still love. But even just in photos, you know, like when you look at yourself in a photo and your eyes look baggy or you look like you have that big line or whatever, I feel like my eye areas look tighter. You know, if I've cried a little or if whatever, you know, and your eyes are gonna be puffy, it's literally just like, you know, I don't know, it's so good. Your eye area always looks good. I just feel like mine has looked so, so nice using this. But what really kind of kicked it off is this. I've had this for a long time, y'all know, and I will link to that one. But the Chantecaille Rose de Mai Eye Lift. Okay, this is something that I got during the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and just like I said, this is nothing I would have ever probably bought on its own. So I love that. But anyway, so this itself has this little pad, and you know, you press this little, there's a little soft button, you press it, the product comes out, and you use it like this. And I use this in the morning after I wash my face, before I put my makeup on. And you get it in there and you just roll it out, or you press it out like that, and it's like a massage. And I feel like it really kind of just like drains any of the puffiness out of your eyes. It makes your eyes look real smooth. But the serum itself is really nice and very moisturizing. So when it's still, you know, after you rub it in, it's not going to be fully absorbed. You usually just use your finger or whatever. But what I've been doing instead is taking this. Now this is cold, so it's a natural stone. So you know how that goes. It gets real cold. You can buy things, put them in the fridge or whatever. You don't really need to do that though, because it's so cold. And while the serum's still a little wet, I just do this and I roll it, and I just kind of get it real rolled up in there. And I feel like my eyes look refreshed. I feel like they look better through the day. Like in photos, I just feel like it's looked so much nicer, and that has been so great. So I'll link to both of those things, but yeah, huge fan of like face rolling and all that, and I've talked about that in a lot of videos, but that one is so good. Okay, brows. Okay, now I always go back to my same brow products. I'll get the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I'll get, you know, what are my other ones that, you know, like brow products that I like. I always end up going back to the Brow Wiz though. That's usually it. But when I run out, there's always times when I'm like, okay, let me just run to the drugstore. Let me grab something more inexpensive. I'll grab something at the grocery store for it, you know, Walmart or Target or wherever we're at. I'll just be like, let me grab, you know. And a lot of times I'll use it and I'll be like, that's great, but then I'll go back to my Brow Wiz and I'm like, it's so good. This, you guys, has been so different, and I don't think I'm gonna repurchase the Brow Wiz. I think I'm gonna repurchase this. It's the Revlon Color Stay, and I'm in the shade Blonde. The blonde shade is so perfect. It's dark enough to where it doesn't look yellowy or green or anything weird or, you know, too light. But, so it defines my brows really well, but it keeps them looking really soft. But what I love about it, it's great because it's got the little spoolie, which is essential, you know, to like fluff them out and blend it out. But I love that it's not a super tiny, skinny pencil, and it's not one of those giant big wedge ones either. It's kind of like the size of a pencil eyeliner that rolls up, maybe slightly bigger. Maybe about the same size, I don't know. Mine just ends up getting kind of rounded. But something about this makes my brows look so thick. It's almost like a pomade, you know what I mean? Like it goes on a little thicker and fluffier, but it really sets and it lasts. This is really, really good stuff. So I've really loved it. I felt like my brows have looked really good lately, and I think it's because of this. Well, it's because of that, because that's what I've been using, but I really love it. Okay, I've definitely been reaching for this highlighter more than anything, so I always go back to this, which is always in my drawer. It's just like, you guys know, you have that like standby item of whatever it is, but then you'll use other things and you may use them even more, but you always go back and you're like, this is so good. And it's the Laura Mercier Highlight Powder, okay? It's really good. But the reason that I love this is because it gives you that, like, what I'm wearing today is this, but it's the same effect. This is a lot cheaper, but that's my point. But it gives you that look of just glowy, like smooth, like a sheen on your skin, rather than someone looking at you saying like, whoa, that's like some powdery highlighter that chick's got, like she's got going. You know what I mean? It's super frosted or it has little flecks. This is the Butter Highlighter, and this is in the shade Pearl. It comes in so many different shades, and you'd think this really light pearl shade would be very intense. It is it's like a powder, but I hate to say that because it really is like a cream. It smells so good, but it goes on with that same liquidy effect that's just a sheer liquidy but beautiful highlighter effect. If you've not tried this, I think you're missing out. It is so good. I've really preferred this lately over that one. It smells really good, but it's creamier. I just feel like it looks even prettier on my skin, even than the Laura Mercier. So I really love that, and it does come in a lot of different colors. I can't say enough good things about this. I feel like I've talked about it a ton, but the Jergens Oil Infused Nourishing Honey Lotion, it is so delicious. Well, now I smell like the Kaleidoscope, but it pairs really nice. The Jergens pairs really nicely with the Kaleidoscope. I can't smell it, but this is so good, you guys. If you have not tried this, try it. I promise you the smell is intoxicating. I just don't usually buy a lot of like bougie or super expensive body lotions. I love them, you know, if I try ones that I love, but just to be real, I'm using lotion so much, I'm just gonna try to find something that is inexpensive, that works really well. This is what you want, and it makes your skin look so glowy and beautiful. It feels so good. I don't know, like it feels slick and just nice. I don't know. Okay, so really love that. I talked about this in a video, I think 1 or 2 videos, but literally, you guys, if you have not tried this, it is a whipped body balm with hyaluronic acid in it. You always hear of hyaluronic acid products for your face. I know I love products that have that in it. It's an ingredient that really just kind of binds moisture to your skin. It attracts moisture and kind of holds it, if that makes sense. But this is so good. The smell of this is really good too. I don't know, you guys. I feel like I have just found some of the best things lately, and I love this. I use this every day on Olivia. She has always had really sensitive skin, so sometimes she gets pretty dry skin because I can't use a whole lot of things on her, and even if I do, you know, she does get pretty dry skin, and this has been so nice. So I will link to both of those. Those are a must try. I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing some of my favorites. I hope that you have a great week. I'll see you back here, and I'll talk to y'all then. Bye, y'all.